Hello Pisces, this is not legal advice and I'm your host TINLA, and this is the reading for you for the week of July 27, 2026, or whenever this happens to find you. It felt like a little bit of a weird week, I'm gonna be honest, so I am going to lead in with the Gorey's Fantod pack to get the theme for the week, or maybe a clue in what spirit wants you to know. So let's take a look what came out here. The Burning Head. Okay, interesting. Let's take a look at that there. You can see that. And let's see what that's about, Pisces. The Burning Head. The Burning Head. Sounds like quite a headache, honestly. Maybe a medical condition. Get that checked out. Maybe you need to actually get some medical help. I don't know. Sunday. Bafflement. Loss of saliva. A forged deed. An impasse. Extradition. A boating accident. Chilblains. I don't know what that is. Look that up. Chilblains. Delayed desires. Wandering sickness. Evil companions. An impediment. And despondency. You know what I'm getting, honestly, is Sunday scaries. Okay, Pisces, maybe you're in a place right now where you are not exactly loving your job. So I'm going to see what Spirit has to say about that using the tarot deck that we're using today, which is the Compos Mentis tarot. And it's a little bit odd in and of itself in that the Fool card is number 1 instead of 0, so it kind of throws all the other numbers off. So it really gave me the weird vibes I was going for or feeling this week. All right, 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're thinking about your future. All right, let me get a couple more to get a sense of it. 10 of Swords. Oof, okay, I get it now. One more, please, Spirit. Just to get a thing going here for Pisces. The sign of the fish. All right, let's see, Pisces. All right, whoop, whoop. Oh, it fell to the floor. Maybe you're feeling like you're on the floor with this. Here. All right, we got Sunday Scaries. Look at that. Okay. So what I'm getting just out of the gate here for you, Pisces, is you are very much feeling like your future is in limbo. It's kind of off in the ether, like maybe you've had dreams of something specific you wanted to do with your life, or maybe you don't even know. But whatever it is, you know what it is that you have right now is not what you want. There's something about what it is you're doing that is not working with your long-term plans. And I'm not saying necessarily you need to quit your job or go do something like completely and totally different. There's just something that's a mismatch with you right now. And it may be fixable. You know, it may be something that you could actually work through. But the way it is now, it's almost like you feel like everybody's pulling at you with this 10 of Swords. And you know, even in the mist here in the ether, like there's people like you can't even see that they're just pulling on your energy. And it's exhausting. And maybe this job or career, like this particular situation you're involved with right now with your career, it used to be invigorating, but that's like all kind of dying off. Like the neediness of it, the excessive amount of like, again, that energy drain on you, that neediness that's coming from everywhere is just exhausting you, and it's burning you out from what it is you thought you wanted in this job, to the point that you're even like really freaking out about like the entire future of your career here. And then with the Empress, okay, this looks like a dodo to me, just the way the beak is. I'm not sure what it's meant to be, but it also makes me think of Alice in Wonderland with, you know, with the evil queen, the red queen, whatever she is, Queen of Hearts, starts playing that like, not cricket, oh gosh, what can I think of the name? It'll come to me. Anyway, I'm sure if you know the game she was playing, you'll put it in the comments. Please do so, because I can't remember what it's called right now. I can like almost think of what it's... Anyway, point is, I'm out there. And maybe what you want to do is like on the tip of your tongue, the way that this particular game is on the tip of my tongue. Like maybe you don't want to sort of admit it to yourself, whatever it is, or you can't like put your finger on what's wrong. But you're feeling like there's something a little bit different out there, and you're wondering, because again, I feel like that's a dodo bird, which is extinct, and maybe you're feeling like these people that have been reaching for you, much like the dodo bird, like caused it to be extinct. Like you're holding on to this one last hope here with the dodo. Like these people that are pulling on your energy, that are just sucking the life out of you for this job, you know, have they killed the last dodo? And you're saying, no, I have like one last little shred of hope, one last string of possibility here, and I'm protecting it so fiercely because every other dodo, if you will, in this metaphor, has been just so viciously ripped apart and destroyed, and you're clinging to that. So there is a part of you, Pisces, ever the optimist, I'm hearing here. You know, your head is on fire. Like, you're frustrated beyond belief. You're disappointed. You are just absolutely stressed to the max. But you are still, like, there's still like an edge of optimism. So what is the challenge for my Pisces? What is the challenge, Spirit? Why can't they just move on from this job? Like, what's going on? What's the challenge, Spirit? Oh, thank you. Oh, popped out over here. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Okay. I see. Okay, Pisces. You're not doing this for the love of the game, right? You're not in this job right now because you love it so much anymore. Maybe at one point you did, but it's not anymore. Okay? You're doing this because people depend on you. You have, you know, a household. Whether the people that depend on you are fur babies or like human babies or a partner, like, you are trying to care for them. And I'm getting it's at your own expense. Your own energy is being sucked out because you so deeply want to take care of people and love on people. And you're letting this energy be drained out of you. You used to be passionate about this. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like you hated this career forever. You love it. It's just the circumstances where you are right now are not cool. I'm almost feeling like the way doctors and nurses and everything felt during the, let's just say the events in 2020, okay, where people were not, there was not yet a preventable sort of situation going on, and people were overflowing in hospitals, doctors and nurses, and everybody was overworked and underpaid and just like killing themselves, basically working so many hours a day. And that's what I'm getting, is like, those people didn't hate being doctors or nurses. They loved it. But they were just overworked because of the circumstances. And I'm getting what you're dealing with right now is very circumstantial. Okay, so what is the advantage? What can help my Pisceans this week? The Four of Swords, some rest, some vacay, some stepping away. I know it's easy for you to say, TINLA. I got it. Give me one more, please. Thank you. Temperance. Like, you just feel completely out of balance, out of whack. Like, there's a part of this with the Four of Swords that's stepping back, that's rehabilitating, recuperating, taking care of yourself. I'm feeling like you'll see this whole thing through a different perspective. I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw if we didn't see, the Hanged Man coming up, because I feel like you're really going to have a change in perspective about all of this, where some of this optimism will come more to the fore as you get a little bit of rest, as you step back, as you, sort of calibrate or recalibrate this imbalance, right? Where you're letting the job drive you instead of you drive the job. I mean, bottom line, as you can see, Pisces, this week is all about your job. Okay, Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're going to back off from the work and focus on what makes you happy outside of that. The Ten of Cups, like your family, vacations, like really see the bigger picture and why it is you started doing this to begin with, right? It was about taking care of those you love. It was about enjoying that aspect of your career. At one point, you did love this. And you're just burned out, my dears. Pisces, you're just burned out. And the moon, that is Pisces energy already. Like, you're coming back to yourself. You're howling at that moon, right? You are reaching back out to the genuine roots of who you are and why you're doing what you're doing and feeling how you feel. And again, I told you this deck was a little bit odd, right? So the numbering is off with the major arcana. So this is looks like number 19, which is normally the sun. So it says 19, which is the sun, but it also says the moon. So it's like a cycle is going through. Like, you're going to come out of this empowerment phase and into a glorious new beginning with the sun. It's like a lot of happiness. I just saw my candle kind of flare up when I said sun. So, kind of a confirmation. And I'm also feeling like double rainbow across the sky. And maybe you're going to go to Hawaii on a vacation. Maybe you're thinking about it. Maybe you're going over, generally to a beach. I'm very much getting a sense that this is a decision you have to make for yourself, right? You're alone in this quest. This is not something, you can get encouragement from other people. They're going to tell you, well, why don't you just quit your job? And you're like, I don't want to quit my job though. Like, if their advice is not helpful, you have to choose this on your own, but you're not going to get to a clear answer until you take this vacation, take this respite and recover. What's the advice, Spirit, outside of what we've already seen? Five of Cups, Nine of Swords. Yeah. You got to step away before you break with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups can be regret. And I think if you keep going the way you're going, your Spirit's saying you're going to regret how your attitude changes, your temperament changes. Like, if you don't take this break, your body will break it for you. You know, you will get sick, you will have a breakdown, you will not be in good shape. You can't just keep going like this. You have to take a genuine break, Pisces, okay? And you're thinking to yourself, well, how am I going to take a break when I need to care about those I love? And if I take a break, then what's going to happen? And look, I get it. It's a tough choice, but Spirit's telling you got to get past that fear. Let me get another one on that. Spirit, please give me a clarifier on this 5 of Cups, 9 of Swords. May 9th may be important to you. September 5th. Maybe you're going to go away for Labor Day here in the States. All right, let's take a look. 7 of Pentacles. Like, you've put in the work to see things grow. And now it's time to step back. And I'm hearing, like, appreciate the fruits of your labor. Like, appreciate the stability you brought to your situation. See the bigger picture. Get back to what you love. You know, the Emperor, look, you're a powerful person, but you're regimented, you're hardworking, you're in control, okay? But you're tired. I mean, he looks exhausted. You know, he is over it. He just wants to catch a break. You know, I'm feeling like that exhaustion energy. And maybe this started to really come to a head in this past April, March or April, where it just was becoming too much. What's the advice, Spirit? Give me some more advice here. What's going on? One more on advice for my poor Pisceans who just really need to take a swim, if you will, in the ocean here. What's one more? Oh, there we go. We got 2 more. The 2 of Swords. Yeah, take a pause. Magician. And also this is a 2 for Magician, which it should be a 1, but I'm getting the 2 here, so do what you will with that. But this is telling me with the 2 of Swords, like, take a break, take a pause. This is just more energy of take a pause. Like, feel out, you got to feel what's right for you. You got to block out what you can see right now is what I'm feeling, and have faith in the future that it's going to work itself out. That if you just take that break, no, you're not going to lose your job. No, you're not going to get fired. No, it's not going to all fall apart. The world will keep spinning without you trying to balance it, okay? The world will keep going. Okay, you just need to kind of close off what your eyes can see and walk on faith is what I'm feeling. And that will allow you to manifest that more balanced life that I feel like you've been looking for all this time. But you can't get there if you are completely burned out. You can have that Magician energy, but it will fizzle if you don't take that break. I can't stress this enough. What's the outcome this week if the Pisces takes the recommended action by Spirit? What's the outcome? What's the outcome, Spirit? Oh, okay. You're going to fly away on a vacation, maybe. We have the King of Cups. You're going to start to feel yourself again. You're going to start to feel those waves of emotion come back, because I'm feeling like this is really impacting your entire life. You know, your partner, if you have one, your friends, the people around you, your children, your family, all kinds of people. They're feeling like you're cold, you're detached, you're not in the energy of love that you're normally in, Pisces. Pisces, you are a very loving, caring, emotional sign, and you have just been detached and grumpy and just not in a good place. And these people are going to start to see those good things, those good feelings flowing back into you and out of you as you go through this. And with the 7 of Swords, again, there's a lot of nervousness on your part, but this is the outcome. The outcome is, I'm getting you coming out of the shadows. You coming out, with all these birds just flowing with you. Just a whole new beginning. The 7 of Swords is normally like a sneaky sort of thing, or like a devious thing. What I'm getting here is not that. What I'm getting with the 7 of Swords in this energy is you're coming back bigger and better than ever, baby. Like, people might think you've given up on this, but you're not giving up. You're taking a strategic break. And it's going to allow you to be the best version of yourself. Give me one more on the outcome to inspire Pisces, because I feel like they don't believe me. I feel like they're telling me, TINLA, I can't take a vacation. You don't understand. You don't know what's going on. Okay, but I do, though, for reasons I can't get into. Look at you. You're obsessed. You're freaking out. You're in your head. Okay, exactly what I just said. All right, and Spirit is saying, because look, this is 16. The Devil's normally 15, okay? Capricorn energy, hardworking, all that stuff. But 16 is the Tower. It's all going to break down if you don't step away. That's what I'm hearing so strongly here, Pisces, is I can't stress it enough. If you don't take a break, things will break for you. And I know that it's stressful. I know you feel like this is not a possibility, but I'm telling you, Spirit's saying you're going to come out so much stronger and happier and more fulfilled on the other side. Show me what's going to happen. Thank you, Spirit. Look, the Eight of Swords. You can see the way out. You can see the way out. You got to get out of your head. You just got to get out of your head. You can make it happen. You can get through. Show me more. This is also making me feel, okay, this is going to be very esoteric, but with the Eight of Swords and this almost like whirlpool looking energy, it makes me feel like when I was a kid, I used to watch, you know, various, like, I don't know, terrible 80s movies, and they just had us feeling as kids that like whirlpools were a bigger danger than they really were. Like whirlpools and quicksand were just like these horrors of the world that just were out there. And so, of course, they're not, as you know, they're very rare occurrences and they're not that significant in anyone's lives, usually. So, you know, but here it's like you're imagining the worst. You're just in your head. And it's like, but there's a way out. You know, you're seeing this almost like as these big problems, like, oh, they're going to run into a whirlpool or quicksand or something. And it's like, those are all in your head. Take the break. Take the vacation. All right, Spirit, let's take a look. The High Priestess. Again, covering your eyes. You can't see it. Follow your intuition. It's there. If you really quiet down for just a second, you will know that what I'm saying is true. What Spirit is saying to you through me, really, is true. With the number 3, again, the High Priestess is normally number 2, but it's feeling a little weird this week, right? So number 3 is the Empress energy. So this is embracing sort of that patience, that step back. All good things will come to me. I don't chase, I attract. By stepping back into your true self, who you, like, you know, you're not stressed out, you're not pursuing, you're taking the break, you're taking the step back, you're letting just that peace wash over you. You are improving your life. And with the High Priestess, you can't see it yet, but you will. I'm very much feeling walk on faith here. Please trust and believe that if you don't, you will have to, is the best way I can say it. But if you do, you will see what I'm talking about. You'll see what Spirit is saying here. You will see the fruits of that. Let me get another piece of advice. This is from my Postcards from the Liminal Space guidebook. I love this deck. Again, one of my very, I guess, weirder esoteric decks, but I love it. So do what you will with that. Let's see what Spirit has to say besides this. I mean, I'm sure Spirit's like, share, and subscribe, but you do you. Look at that. The veil is thin. Drink water. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Okay. And the cloud on the bottom. All right. Drink water. Let's start there because I feel that. It says here, page 6, which is that Lover's energy, and 7, which is the Chariot. So moving forward. Since the dawn of this planet, water has held the highly esteemed role of sustaining all life. The saying goes, if you're looking for life, look for water. The human form is made up of about 60% water. When the body loses just 5% of its total water, negative and often painful effects begin to set in. On average, losing a rate of 2 to 3 liters of water per day, it doesn't take much for dehydration to start chipping away at the body on a cellular level. Chronic dehydration rates are at an all-time high, but remember, just because this is happening on a large scale does not mean it's normal. So please do yourself a favor and drink water. Your life literally depends on it. So this is take care of yourself, boo. What have I been saying this whole time? All right. The veil is thin. The veil is thin. Let us see. The veil is thin. I believe it's under V for veil, but let us see. TVW. The veil is thin. It's alphabetical, but sometimes they don't go with the first. The veil is thin, but not thin enough for me to see what page it's on. So again, maybe you can't see the forest for the trees, right? You can't see the bigger picture here. Oh, there it is. I got it. Page 24. See, right when I said that. It is a common misconception that the only way something becomes real is if more than one person experiences it. and yet you are the only one hearing the whispers from beyond the veil, and they are as real as anything else. Take from this place only what you can carry in your mind and come back quickly. So again, this is telling me, go away, but come back. It's all good. And the cloud. The cloud. It's probably a subscription service. The cloud. Sorry, I have feelings. All right. At least I think I do. The collective consciousness, the omniscient God, library, the Akashic record. The cloud is one of the many names connected to this concept throughout history. The energetic reservoir of all things, a home for the cumulative effort and contributions of humanity's past, present, and future, both positive and negative. You are already using it. It is already in the cloud. So is this. So you're tapped in. You know, I think Pisces, because you are such a heavy, you're water sign and you're very heavily emotional. You are very empathic, and you tap into that energy, and it can be a very positive thing. It can show you things that people are hiding from themselves or from you, or trying to hide from you, but it can also burn you out, and it can cause you to really stress and freak out. And so what I feel like Spirit is saying is like, yes, you're getting all these downloads, these emotional things that you're just you're binding or bound to, like words, okay? You are like having these clear moments with other people where you're connecting with them, and you've been doing that so long that you're just tired, you're burnt out. And if you don't take care of yourself, you don't drink that water, you don't do that, you're going to find that the veil may be a little thin, if you know what I'm saying. So I hope not. Take care of yourself, please. And I will talk to you next week, Pisces. Have a great one. Bye.